In my jeans got me ripping the seam. Got designer Louis V, yeah, you know it's supreme. Balenciaga stepping, oh that's a to all my haters steady watching.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Here in Big D, basking under the moonlight, the gorgeous Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge. What a great way to take in a Tuesday afternoon. You're watching the NBA live on 2K Sports. Joining me tonight, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. I'm Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Well, current financial challenges have Commissioner Silver and the league office dusting off proposals for expansion. Silver said at some point, it's manifest destiny that the league will eventually expand. The last time that happened was 1988.
Boy, Allie, wouldn't that be something? Looking now at the lineup for the teams tonight, some names out of action.
Well, they say misery loves company, and both teams are suffering with injuries. To some extent, it balances out.
And now the opening lineup for Chicago. Ball and Levine make up the backcourt. Green out there with Tony Bradley. And it's DeRozan in at the 3 slot. And for Dallas, Hardaway Jr. and Finney-Smith, they're out there on the perimeter. At the 4 and 5, it's Porzingis and Powell. And it's Doncic in at the point. And tonight, two of the more methodical offenses in the league, Grant. With so many teams going fast, what makes teams go slow?
Well, it could be a number of things. You have lumbering big men and efficient half-court offense. Also, if you have a lockdown defense, then you can sometimes use that to control pace to tighten their clamps.
Doncic, a strong finish under heavy pressure from the D.
The strength and power of Doncic shows up every game. Very physical for his position.
Here's Ball. From 10 feet away. Counted.
The D has to push Ball out of there. He's superb at capitalizing from this area.
For a player who came into the league with as much fanfare as Lonzo Ball, it wasn't the smoothest start, Grant. He dealt with a lot of injuries and adversity.
And BA, that makes the NBA learning curve that much steeper. Lonzo deserves a lot of credit for how he was able to stay grounded and stay focused. He tuned out the noise and kept developing his game.
Here's Bradley. The Mavs get their last shot to go. 6 on the shot clock. DeRozan into the lane. Powell pulls it in.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Outside Finney-Smith. Pass to Hardaway. Shoots over Levine. Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
And BA, he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Doncic on the wing. Outside Hardaway. Over Green. Here's Powell. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. Brown, he's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Fuller comes in for Finney-Smith. Brown, he's checked in for Hardaway. And Brunson is subbed in for Doncic. So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Johnson, he's checked in for Bradley. Jones comes in for Green. Brown, he's checked in for DeRozan. And it's Caruso in for Ball. Now here's Levine. Pass to Caruso. To end the run. And that's good for 2.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Now Brunson. It's good if it goes. No good on the buzzer beater. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Mavericks ahead, up 3. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Mavericks?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
Reggie Bullock is out there with Moses Brown. Then there's Jalen Brunson, then it's Boban Marjanovic, and it's Brown in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Now here's Levine. Here he goes, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Bullock. Kick out to Brown. Pass to Marjanovic. Stolen by Caruso. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Another shot. Brown can't hit. The Mavericks leading. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Here's Marjanovic, defended by Brown. And Marjanovic gets it to go. Grant, starting your career in the 50s. Oh, you don't. Actually, 90s. Back then, we'd see teams usually score in the 80s and 90s. What do you think of the current scoring?
Really, BA, the 50s? Wow. But it's crazy. I mean, back then, yes, every game was in the 80s and 90s. Now everyone averages at least 100 points per game. So I think it's been an interesting evolution of the game. And, of course, the fans all love offense. And these players and teams today are providing just that.
And that one's good.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, Zach LaVine with his first All-Star selection in 2021, and then the Bulls added a second All-Star, Nikola Vucevic, at the trade deadline. LaVine said, "We got another big-time player here. Guys, with this combination, they have a chance to be special."
Well, they're putting some pieces together, Allie. Thanks for that. And it's a completely new group here for the Mavericks. So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Bradley, he's checked in for Johnson. Green comes in for Jones. DeMar DeRozan's checked in for Brown. And it's Ball in for Zach LaVine. Got it.
Well within range for Porzingis. The Latvian probably was thinking these since he was young.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's DeRozan. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
DeRozan against Doncic. Bradley grabs the board. Chicago trailing here. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. Pass to Doncic. Fires the 3. Oh, and Bradley with a block. And so it's Dallas finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. Their biggest lead in the first, 5 points. After a solid second quarter, they built their lead to 8 at halftime. Shaq, what's your take on Dallas?
Well, they've shown a lot of discipline at the offensive end. It's not about getting the quick shot, it's about getting the good shot. And if you want to know how that approach is working, just check out their field goal position.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Bulls.
Sometimes the fixes are complicated. To me, this one's simple. They need to attack the rim and go on the tackle. Go strong to the hole and finish with a purpose. Stop settling for jump shots.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Dwight Powell with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he was a beast on the offensive glass in that first half. How can they slow him down?
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
And so in the game for the Bulls, Ball and Levine make up the backcourt. DeMar DeRozan is out there with Green. And it's Bradley in at the center position. The Bulls on offense. 8-point game. Levine gets the bucket.
This demonstrates how confident Levine is. Knows he has the trust of his teammates to fire quick shots.
And of course, the veteran, DeMar DeRozan, getting a new contract this past year. I mean, he joined the Bulls on a 3-year deal. And I think he should do a great job as a veteran presence for an upcoming Bulls roster.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
And the tremendous confidence of Luka Doncic. Part of what makes him special, I think. What comes first, you think, Grant? The talent or the swagger?
Wow, tough question, B.A. I think it's the talent. When you have great talent, then you have swagger. And you have to remember, I mean, he played professional in Europe at the age of 16. So he may be young, but he's well seasoned. And he's been at this for a long, long time.
Ball no good. And so it's Dallas with it. Pass to Porzingis.
2 minutes remaining.
Now Doncic.
2 minutes.
Powell right side. Back to Doncic. Out to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Launches it. Chicago grabs the miss.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Ball passes to Levine. Good D by Doncic. For Dallas, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Pass to Porzingis. Steps back and shoots. Doncic, good. Doncic has got 9.
Fearless play by Doncic in the paint. Ready to do whatever it takes to find his shot.
Outside Levine. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 7.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
And it's Doncic on the drive. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Ball outside. On the wing, DeRozan. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first personal foul.
When we talk about veterans adding to their games, DeRozan has become an excellent facilitator, something he really takes pride in.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
DeRozan, a raw athlete entering this league. He's worked on his skill to the point where he's now a perennial all-star candidate.
And the Bulls making a change here. Johnson, he's checked in for Bradley. Jones comes in for Green. Brown, he's checked in for Levine. And it's Caruso in for Ball. DeRozan hits them both.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Bullock. To the inside. Here's Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
And he's going for the oop here. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
DeMar's a magnet for defensive attention. You see the overreaction leading to a wide open man.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead, appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Moses Brown is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then it's Reggie Bullock. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Brown in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Caruso. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first personal
That's
foul.
on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
From mid-range, they've been on fire today. Those jump shots have been falling all game.
They've also worked very hard to get the ball inside and have been able to get and hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
So he gets them both. And the Mavericks with possession here. Outside Brunson to the middle. And the jam by Cauley-Stein.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Pass to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. Brown against Brown. It's Bullock on the wing. Outside Brunson. Hits a three-pointer. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Oh, nice shot by Brown.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now a timeout called by Dallas. They lead by 6. There's a minute 54 left in the fourth. A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Brown. Porzingis comes in for Cauley-Stein. And Doncic has subbed in for Brunson.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what the head coach of the Mavericks said to the team. He implored his team to fight until the end. He said, quote, "We might be up now, but we can't give the ball away. Don't let your guard down until the clock hits 0. Back to you."
Oh, they get a hand on it. Porzingis with it. He's picked up by Levine. Doncic passes to Brown. Drops in the layup for 2. And now it's a 10-point Dallas lead.
With elite passing skills and court vision, Doncic is an advanced distributor for his age.
Here's Levine. And again, it's Chicago.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
For Dallas, they've got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Now here's Doncic. Not a lot of room. And Doncic with the jam.
So creative on the attack. I like whenever Doncic knifes inside and looks to score. Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Mavericks.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Luka Doncic.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Here's Doncic. Sweet little floater. And the Mavericks lead by 13.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on them.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
They're on a little run right now, but I'm wondering, where was this energy earlier?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Doncic outside. And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Luka, you played well tonight, and your team got the win. Those two usually go together, but what else made the difference?
Yeah, I think we had a great game. You know, I think it was a great game today. You know, we step up together, play good defense, and it was a great win.
Team defense goes a long way. Thanks, Luka.
Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Grant.